All right, we've got the audience here. Nicole, whenever you're ready.
Hi, my name is Nicole Jenkins, and today we're going to talk about how to plan a wedding on a budget. Now, a wedding is first planned when two partners sit down together and discuss what details are important to them. From this, they'll be able to agree on the amount of money they want to spend and how much they want to spend on certain aspects. I suggest that you each have an idea of how you envision your wedding to be, thus the need for both partners to sit and discuss their wedding ideas before putting their plans into action. Once a budget has been set, a decision needs to be made on how much will be spent on each of the following: the size of the wedding, the location of the wedding, food and drink, and photography and music. Now, the size of the wedding is determined by the number of guests, which will have the greatest effect on the total cost of the wedding. More guests means more food, a bigger church or hall for the reception, a bigger wedding cake, and more invitations. The first consideration to make when thinking about your guest list is who are the most important people to you and your partner. Then you must narrow down the list to suit the needs of your budget. And most reception halls charge per person, and an additional 50 to 100 people will be a significant cost to your budget. You can save a lot of money on invitations and decorations if you purchase the materials and put them together yourself. And you can purchase these kits at Walmart and Target stores. Or if you're a little bit more computer savvy, you can design and print your invitations through software programs such as Adobe or Photoshop. You just need a personal computer and a printer to get started. And you can also put together decorations for the church and the reception hall. Decorations and silk flowers, as well as the materials needed to put them together, can be purchased at your local craft store. If you would rather use fresh flowers over silk flowers, they can be purchased through a reputable grower a few days before the wedding. And you can purchase those materials through a craft store as well. Now, food and drink will be among the leading expenses for your wedding. Once guests arrive to the reception hall, there is a cocktail hour, and appetizers are usually served. The cost is priced per piece, adding to the cost per guest. The more expensive the ingredients or the more elaborate the appetizer, the more each piece will cost as well. Instead of choosing past hors d'oeuvres, one way to cut down on the cost would be to have the cheese and crudité display. When choosing your dinner selections, keep in mind many reception halls offer a buffet presentation or a formal seated meal. A seated dinner tends to be more expensive because more staff is needed to serve. Another cost-saving option would be to choose the least expensive menu option, for example, chicken. Now, alcohol is another costly expense to your wedding. There are several ways to keep that low. You can also choose to serve drinks for a certain amount of time, such as during the cocktail hour. Another option would be just to serve wine. And most reception halls charge per bottle of wine compared to per liquor drink served. So there's a great significance there. And lastly, music and photography play a very important role during a wedding. Music sets the tone of the event. It also helps transition between the different events of the day. There are several different options to choose from. You can do a live band and entertainment, pre-recorded music, or hiring a DJ. Now, when choosing a photographer, discuss the different package options, as well as ask to see a wedding that they photographed from beginning to end. This will allow you to see the quality of their work, and you want to choose a photographer that you're going to be able to share the same vision with. And the best photographers tend to book 12 months in advance. Now, in conclusion, just a few things. This wedding is for you and your partner. Well-planned weddings within a couple's budget will often leave them living happily ever after. Therefore, it is imperative to plan a couple as a couple and synchronize your wedding ideas. From the savings made, you and your partner can set aside as a deposit for your future. Enjoy your wedding. It will be one of the most memorable days of your life. Thank you.
Thank you. 5 minutes and 5 seconds.
Good.
On the nose.